10 p.m., the 28th of December 2024. It is Wayne Day once again. And I decided to come on here to make another certain video. Don't really know what it's about. However, I've got a few things to say. Still haven't made $10,000 a month doing what I do. I haven't made any 5-figure months so far. However, been working, man. Been working. Honestly, been putting my head down, doing all this bullshit. You can tell here, this notebook on what forex trading and just random shit. So like, just non-stop. Yeah. And before this year ends, also Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year's. Even though it's not New Year's yet, however, so far so good. I mean, actually, it hasn't been that bad, honestly. New house, like I said in the last video, new house, new shit. Got a functioning car, have a beautiful home, roof above my head, the best shower I've ever showered in my whole life. Honestly, the best sleeps I've been ever getting in my whole life as well. And like I said in the last video, middle class, standard living. However, I think and I believe that I've reached a certain stage where, you know, when humans get used to a lot of things. Say for an example, if I've always had this house when I was born, I would just see it as a normal house. Now, I think as a as a now certified middle class citizen, I don't know. I guess I guess this is probably worse, low key. This is low key probably worse than a lower class citizen. Because at least when you were lower or poor or on the street, you knew what the next day was, and you knew when you got a paycheck, you knew what to buy, and you knew, certain shit to look forward to. However, when you're in the middle class, it's almost like a repetitive system. You're just always constantly doing the exact same bullshit every single time. You get paid from your job, and then you only save a little bit for yourself. Say 40% of that for yourself, and then from then on, you end up having to calculate your savings for your next 2 weeks or until you get paid, whether it was be fortnightly or weekly or monthly, and then you're just stagnant. And I'm living in this middle class life, and I just think about the average person who lives this life. Honestly, I just think it's really, really bullshit. The fact that you just live a certain way and it's just repetitive every single day. I don't call this life. I don't call this life at all. Because at least when I was broke and poor, and I was living on a farm in the islands, I knew the next day I was gonna live, and some bullshit would happen. You know what I mean? Like the next day, or like fucking there was pigs in the backyard eating all the fucking banana trees that we've recently planted for the past 2 months. I knew something was gonna happen the next day, and it wasn't always repetitive. Or the next day it will be like a cyclone hitting up. It was cyclone season during that time, and I knew that would be happening the next day. And like my life was just always, there's always something happening, almost every single day. However, now, and I could even say for the low class as well. When I was in Kasula and ads and shit like that, I knew at least something was happening. Like when you're walking back from school after school, you would know that under any circumstances there would be a fight at either a train station or under a bridge somewhere. There was just always a fight constantly, and you'd always hear something. You always hear some bullshit about it. And in the middle class, I get it. Like it's just pure boring, and it's just like you're in the middle of both worlds. It's either you're rich, you're very rich, you're filthy rich, and you just constantly have new things to look forward to, and you always have time because you have money. Obviously, everyone knows that. And when you're poor, you don't have that much money. However, you have all the time in the world. So it's a win-win situation. I don't. Now that I'm in the middle, it's sort of like. It's kind of like stagnant. That's the word, stagnant. I'm just constantly doing the same thing every single day. And this is the mind of the average middle class person. I don't get how anyone with no drive, and anyone who hasn't, and anyone who has lived this life for the time being on this planet, can live. Like honestly, it's just the same shit every single day. Yes, you have friends and yes, you have hobbies, but at the like it's just so bullshit. I don't like it. I don't like this life. I don't like this life I'm living. It's just the same repetitive bullshit. But the best thing is that I am obviously working towards something, and this notebook is not the only thing I can show. I can show everything, the documents, to the trades, to the forward testing, to the back testing, to every single thing I've been documenting on my PC. However, that's not the case. I already showed it last time. Out of the 6 months so far, from June all the way till December, I am 4 months profitable out of two. However, I have not been funded yet, and I have not made a personal account yet. That are the goals looking into 2025. Keep that in mind. In 2025, I'll have every Forex trading goal completed. Now, talking about 2025 and all these bullshit people talking about New Year's, New Me, you are fat still. New Year's, New Me. Yeah, I'm going to wait till 1st of Jan. So when it starts from the first day of the year, I can have a easier time to keep track of what I've been doing throughout the year. Bullshit. Honestly, don't even start. You're fat, you're broke, and you have no drive, and you just stay committed from Christmas till New Year's to end up being lazy and eating all the good foods, which there are always good foods throughout this time of year. And you say to yourself, January, New Year, New Me. You are delusional. You said that last year and you said that the year before. And maybe I am hypocritical because I did say for the past 2 years, I'll get rich this year, I'll get rich this year. But the difference between me and you is I am genuinely trying, and I do not wait for the new year. I constantly attack it every single day. And this is what you should be doing as an individual as well. Constantly having a repetitious routine that allows you to make those little steps count. It's all about that compound effect. From little blocks to end up having big bricks to having the fucking Pyramid of Giza. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. However, when I go on these social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, everyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about. However, you end up having these gurus, these money-rich gurus, or they end up throwing flash money at you, or seeing, oh yeah, this is the car I drive, or they end up going to pick out all the shit that they do, and then they end up making a montage like, oh yeah, 2025, or like, oh, it's Christmas, or yeah, it's New Year's, but here I am here it's Christmas and it's New Year's, oh, and here I am working and grinding while all my friends are drinking and partying. You're a fucking geek. You're a fucking nerd, bro. Fucking... Honestly. Oh no, I'm just built different. I rather work. Yeah, you can rather work, but then again, look at yourself. Honestly, look at yourself. Why are you trying to be different? You have no personality towards yourself. It's just this A to B personalities trying to be different, and yet when you try to be different, like you're just summing up what your FYP is telling you, bro. It's honestly so annoying. Oh, you're... And then the number one thing I really, really hate is when these people end up shitting on these people that actually go to work like myself, that actually pay taxes and let them have the shit that they need. They go, oh, they look at a car, oh, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Oh, if you just locked in for 6 months, you could make it out of the 9 to 5 matrix. Bullshit. Honestly, bro, it's actually so embarrassing. We shouldn't be dissing on the working class, because without the working class, we don't have roofs above our heads. We don't have roof above our heads, and we don't have the food on our tables to eat. Don't disrespect the farmers. Don't disrespect the truckies. Do not disrespect the construction builders. They are the foundation of every single country in this world, and I'll stand 100% by that, because they are, and I am one of them. Now, going to 2025, honestly, I set myself a 6 months deadline in order to at least make a 5-figure payout, or at least have a 5-figure month, like actual money coming into my bank account. If I don't have that within the next 6 months, I am classified as a failure. And that there is no excuse, knowing that I have this house, my car, this mindset, this potential I'm holding within myself. There is no excuse, honestly. If the 6 months deadline does come back, if in the 6 months deadline, if I do not achieve what I am saying to achieve, it is 100% on my fault. And also another thing that I will take accountability for is everything that has happened. Where I am today is 100% also my fault. A lot of people can't do that. Like, a lot of people can't say that, They can't admit to the bullshit they can't admit. There's their situation they're in, or the girlfriend they have, or the type of friendship they have, the type of lifestyle they have, the type of weight they've gained, the type of body they have, the type of mind they have, the type of knowledge they have. They never tend to at least blame themselves for once. Not even once. What's another bullshit topic that's on my head? Another thing. Going back to these making money rich gurus, like when you end up scrolling on your FYP or some bullshit, you end up coming across some little cunt or little kid or just this degenerate looking human being with all this money and all this bullshit. And you just really, and then they're just saying some shit like, oh, you gotta lock in with all this money and all this shit, and then they're just flashing it at you. Doesn't that piss you off, honestly? It pisses you off because it's not the fact that they have money and then they're just flexing it on me. It's the fact that I can have a better personality and better impact on the world than them just flashing a bunch of fucking bullshit money and the cars they drive every single time. Unlike them, I have personality. Not all of this bullshit, all these fucking... It's just literally copy and paste, bro. Copy and paste. All this nonsense about this money bullshit scheme. And I don't plan to be one of them. Honestly, I do not plan to be one of them. However, I do strive to be where they are to be, with a lot of money and all this shit and time and freedom they have. I don't want to live this life I have now. I don't want to... However, I am I'm getting mixed up here. I don't want to live the life I live now, and I don't want to live the life I have lived before. However, my gratitude towards my life now and the life before is me getting up every single day, never missing a single day, whether it be going to the gym, whether it be me studying on my books, these books in particular, whether it be me studying on my desk, whether it be going to church. I will never miss a single day, because in me missing a single day is a disrespect to all those who don't have what I have now. So if you are watching this, in order to have gratitude for the things you have, whether it be materialistic or spiritualistic or some bullshit, just know that the only way to truly have gratitude towards it is not to just be stagnant and to just keep getting better. Because when you get better, you can eventually have space for those who are trying to get better as well to just move in with the situation you're at now. So you are constantly chasing and acquiring. And then the next person will come over. The next person will come over. And so and such and such. And if they don't, they're just fucking losers, honestly. Just get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my game. Yeah, so... also, another thing I want to highlight is that I cut off all my friends. School friends, people I grew up with. And yeah, I've just done a full, complete deletion and just drew the line at... You are not, like, if you do not talk about the certain things I talk about, or if you talk about things that I'm definitely not interesting, to me at least, if you're not talking about at least history, politics, money, and maybe the Bible. I'm very interested in the Bible in some cases. If you're not talking about those 4 things, what are we even talking about? So you just have to draw that line, like which I've done. If you don't talk about any of those things, or you don't have any single interest about them, also fitness included, cut. I finally drew the line between me and all those people. I wish them nothing but the best. Honestly, I don't have hate towards every single one of them, but it's just the sacrifices have to be made. And that also, I just wish them the best, honestly. And like I said, there's no excuse. I have to be rich. There is no if, there is no what if, there is no what if you fail, because I've failed so many times during the past 2 years. Everyone who has been watching me knows this, obviously. I've been failing so many times. I've lost so much money also, and time and health. I would say health. It's not what if or if you lose. It's no, I have to get it. I have to get rich. That's the type of mindset I'm on right now, because there is no losing. There is no losing. You only lose when you fail. You only lose when you quit. You don't lose when you fail, is what I meant to say. So, I don't think, like, I'm at a certain point where I don't think I would ever give up in order to, until I get what I want. Honestly. Because I just can't. Because what am I without this determination, this purpose, this drive, this insanity over something that I've always wanted throughout my entire life? I don't think people can just be born with it. I don't know. Are people born with this shit? I don't know. But in this situation, it's kind of like you can't just give up. Honestly, you have to just keep going, and there is no ifs or buts or quits. There is just, you have to get it. If I was to shoot a bow and arrow and I was supposed to hit a red little dot that was 50 meters away, it's not, oh, I haven't trained in so long. That would be going through my mind. And it's not, oh, I haven't, shot a bow and arrow before, or it's, oh, I don't know how far I will shoot this bow and arrow if it would even reach the target. It's no, I have to hit this green, I have to hit this red dot in order to win this competition that I'm fucking shooting these arrows at. Just fucking bang, bang, bang. I have to. That is the type of mindset I'm on right now. I have to hit that red dot. Regardless how many arrows I shoot, regardless of how many experience I have to get that red dot. I have to pull it off within 6 months. I have to pull it off. I have to. I've programmed my mind in order to do this. And in 6 months, when I'm rewatching this video, in 6 months, I have to at least give props to what I am now. Because without myself now, could I ever get what I have in 6 months? Within the 6 months period. So I have to get that red dot. I have to make 5 figures in the next 6 months. I have to at least retire in the job I am currently working right now. I have to at least. That is the minimum. Why would I say it's the minimum? It's because you have these bitches and you have these little fucking undeveloped men on these Instagram pages or on Twitter pages, and they just making so much money from degenerate bullshit. It's just mind blowing. And then I have to wake up every single day at 4 o'clock in the morning in order to get ready, go to work, come back, go gym, come back, trade or study. If not trading, studying. If not studying, trading. Deadline after that every single day for the next 6 months. I'm drawing the deadline 6 months. It is the bare minimum. I'm sick of going on these social media platforms and these degenerate cunts and these fucking bitches and hoes are getting all this fucking money and I'm not. And especially when they're so unimportant, yet I have a better personality than them and I have more potential than they will ever have. I do not want to live this life anymore. I am genuinely sick of it. And I do not like the fact that I have to go to work every single day and every time I'm on break, I'm just sitting there with my cold fucking chicken and rice, smoking a fucking vape, talking to my friend about I don't like living this life. And yet that's not even doing anything about it. However, that's not even doing anything to, do something about it. However, I'm just sick of having this bullshit life when these cunts don't even have half the they don't have half the personality I have in order to have what they have. These bitches and these hoes on OnlyFans, they're just driving these cars every single day and they're just flexing on all these broke cunts, people like me, on the things, and they say, oh, I finally bought my dream car. You didn't buy it, you fucking degenerate bitch. I'm sorry. This personality just came out of nowhere because, like I said in the start of this video, I have had enough. All these cunts making money, saying some bullshit or doing some bullshit, degenerate bullshit, sanitism. It's just so degenerate to my mind, where the normal and average person, especially as a man, does not get anywhere unless he does something about his situation. Honestly, right now I'm a nobody. No one knows me. Every single video I get at least 5 views. I'm just a normal guy here, saying what I think. And in saying what I think, honestly, the average man doesn't stand a chance against these fucking fools. We are losing. You can't live a normal life anymore. You can't. It's not the 1950s where you could just get a job, pay for your whole house, mortgage, money. You have so much money that you end up paying for 3 college tuitions. Sending your kids, I'm pretty sure it was free. Whether it was free or whether you could pay for it, regardless, you could still pay for it. You cannot live this life anymore. In order to be a man, you have to sort of be special in some case or scenario in order to get somewhere in life. You have to be important. You need to have this, I guess, fire in order to make these type of events for yourself to, participate in order to achieve different things. Does anyone keep, you know what I mean? I'm not talking to anyone in my room. I'm just saying, because, like, you need to be somebody in this day and age. You have to be someone. Because if you're not anyone, you're just not important anymore. It's like, I'm not sorry because no one else is. No one in this world is sorry that you live the life that you live right now. Nobody is going to save you. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Especially as a man. So to sum this video up, 2025, 6-month deadline. Lock the fuck in. If I was to say to myself 5 years ago, if they'd be proud of myself now, they would be very proud. At least I could say that. As feedback for myself. 5 years ago, the me 5 years ago would be happy of the situation I'm in right now. That's all I could say. Very happy. He'll be a very happy young man that I'm here right now. But 2025, Wayne Day. I'll see yous.